And now, your local Weather Authority forecast.
Well, before we send things over to Ryan this morning, you're taking a look at two rattlesnakes who look to be in a brawl here. This is my worst nightmare. I hate snakes, so I'm going to send it straight over to you, Ryan, and you can do the explaining.
Yeah, Ryan, a viewer actually sent this in to you, and is this something we might see more in the basin? Rattlesnakes out and about during this time of year?
I do think so, because as the weather warms up, so does the activity of those rattlesnakes. And since rattlesnakes are cold-blooded, these animals really rely on the temperature of the surrounding environment to regulate their own body temperature. By the way, thanks to David Golden, who sent in this video. So naturally, as the weather warms up, rattlesnakes start to really become more active. And this was taken near Pecos on March 17th. So what's really happening is that these two male rattlesnakes, they're not trying to kill each other. They're just trying to mark their territory. They're trying to pin each other down. So very cool stuff. And speaking of cool, we are certainly much cooler than where we were 24 hours ago. And as that weather warms up, we could be seeing more of those rattlesnakes. But yeah, it is a chillier morning across the Permian Basin. A live look at the Tall City, partly to mostly clear skies. Temperatures in the 40s and even some upper 30s in parts of the region. Here in the Tall City, though, current temperature 51 degrees. Temperatures soaring into the 80s across the region today, 90s tomorrow with breezier conditions. Now take a look at this week's weather photo winner, thanks to David Garcia, who sent in a really cool photo of dust. This was on Tuesday, April 5th, of a dusty scene just north of Midland. We see the haze in the sky, sunny skies overhead, and this is due to, again, really strong winds and dry conditions combining together to really lower visibility in terms of that blowing dust and also elevate the risk of fire danger. Now, just how dry have we been? We unfortunately have the worst form of drought in the Midland and Odessa area. Exceptional drought in Midland and Odessa, and elsewhere across the region, extreme to severe drought in those reds and oranges. So what does this mean? It means that, again, the soil is very dry when you can have those stronger winds. Fire potential is something, unfortunately, we still have to worry about today. Not as windy, though, as yesterday. A fire weather warning in effect till 9 p.m. local time for Carlsbad, Hobbs, La Mesa. A fire weather watch, including Midland and Odessa, 9 p.m. tomorrow for critical to extreme fire weather conditions. And yeah, it's going to be windier tomorrow and warmer tomorrow, but much colder this morning. 31 degrees cooler in Wink, where current temperature is 36 degrees. 16 degrees cooler here in the Tall State, current temperature 51 degrees. I do think I'll bottom out to around 43 degrees this morning, so a bit below normal, but a bit above normal this afternoon, around 83 degrees, about 5 degrees or so above normal for this time of year. So from jacket weather this morning, so a lot of blues and greens behind me, to oranges and reds on this temperature map, so t-shirt weather this afternoon. Mid to upper 80s, lower 90s even the Trans-Pecos, upper 70s in the higher elevations, cooling down tonight, but not quite as chilly because of a southerly flow, more clouds absorbing that infrared radiation from during the day, more humid conditions in the eastern Permian Basin, low temperature 63 degrees, so a pretty muggy start overnight and for tomorrow morning, but really slim chances of rainfall today, mostly sunny skies throughout the day today. A little bit more in the way of clouds will be on the increase as we head into tomorrow, but still mostly dry conditions across the majority of our viewing area. It will be a little bit more humid in the eastern basin, where again temperatures starting off in the 50s and 60s tomorrow morning, warming up though in the 80s and 90s, so back above normal with partly cloudy skies, drier conditions later in the day, and still pretty mild conditions as we head into the evening hours. So going from near to slightly above normal temperatures this afternoon to well above normal temperatures for tomorrow. Cooling down just a little bit on Saturday with mostly cloudy skies. Very warm on Easter Sunday and still pretty warm on Monday, but a bit cooler than Easter.